Okay guys, so you're probably wondering why in 2018 I decided to buy a camera that is 5 years old, as this thing came out in 2013. So the Canon 80D is the next one up from this, and there's no real difference between the two. I mean, yes, there's a few features, but I don't think they're worth paying double the price for, as this was only £440 in the UK, which is actually a really good deal. And that is actually one of the other reasons why I chose to buy this camera, is because you get a lot of hardware for a very small price, and the camera is still really good. So this camera can shoot photos in up to 20.2 megapixels, which is plenty. There are some cameras out there which shoot a lot higher. I still think 20 is still a really good pixel count, especially for a camera that is 5 years old. This camera also shoots really nice video. It is only in 1080p, but the quality of this camera in 1080p will be a lot higher than this camera in 1080p. Because for the last year or so, all my videos have been shot on this camera, which is a Sony a5000. The quality from this looks really good. As you can see, this window behind me, it's doing a good job of distinguishing the two. With this camera though, you should get a lot higher quality because we've just got that bigger sensor, and it should look a lot nicer in 1080p, even though the maximum frame rate is 30 FPS, which means I can't really do any slow motion work with this camera in particular, but I don't really do that anyway. My drone can do that absolutely fine. So this is mainly for photographs and 30 frames per second video. Another reason why I chose to buy this camera is because we've got this screen up here. Now if I turn it on manual, as you can see, it's giving us a load of information there. So we've got our ISO, our shutter, and our aperture. So it's just super nice to not have to look through the menu, especially as there's a whole load of other features. Especially this one here, which means you can actually take photos with this camera and look exactly what it's doing on there. So if I take, say, well, let's focus it first. So if I take a photo of the windowsill there, that will look exactly the same in there. Obviously I don't have a card in the camera at the moment, as my only one's in this camera. When you shoot down at a viewfinder and then take the photo, it will look different, because from the viewfinder you're literally looking straight down the lens. There's no software really telling you what it's actually looking like, so this is very handy just to quickly see, okay, that is what I'm taking a photo of, and that is exactly how it will look. Another really nice feature about this camera is the fact that we also have a folding out screen. So not only can you take a photo and see what you're doing like that, so you can actually see what the screen is doing. You can angle the screen all the way around, but you can also face it back towards the way that the camera is looking. This camera here has a flip up screen where it flips directly on top. It is good. If I had a mic on top, it would be obstructing that view. So the fact that it swings out to the side is a really nice feature. And you can just pop it back in there like that, so that will just stay there. And then to protect it, you can just turn it around and keep it in there like that when it's in your bag and when you're on the move. So another big reason why I chose to buy this camera is because of the amount of lenses that I can go on it. I've already got a couple of Canon lenses. This is the Tamron 10 to 24mm lens, so it's super wide, and it's just a great lens for video. It does take some nice photos as well. And another huge feature as to why I decided to buy this camera is because we have a mic slot on the side there. So the mic just clips in on top there and screws down, and then we can just plug this nice curly wire into the side there, and our mic is connected and ready to film. So that can just sit on top like that. I won't bring this mic everywhere unless obviously I'm doing audio recording. There we go guys, that is pretty much my new camera, so let's test what it looks like now. So what I'm going to do now is just switch the cameras over and see if we can see any difference in quality. Okay guys, so I'm now using the new camera. Hopefully you can hear a difference in audio quality between that one and this one. This was the camera that I used to use. This is the Sony a5000. So this had a 16 to 50mm lens on it. At the moment we've got a 10 to 24mm, but I've actually set it to 16mm. So this is what the Sony camera used to look like in terms of how wide the shot was, and this is what the new lens looked like. So we've got a load more room in here. That is me stood at full arm's length, and I'm still in the picture, still just about in the picture there. So we've got a lot more room in the image now, which just makes my room look bigger. I'm actually working in a tiny room. This is my bedroom. I've been living in here for a while now. I still have got to mess about with the exposure settings on this camera, so if you're seeing a difference in quality, if you think that quality was better, it might look better, but the actual quality is not better. Because that one has a lot less clarity than this lens will do, just because this lens and the body of the camera is just a lot bigger, just meaning there's just a lot more going on, more light in the sensor to make a bigger image in general. But anyway guys, hope you've enjoyed the video. If you have, please leave a thumbs up down below. I'm going to leave you guys with a load of B-roll that I've just filmed on this camera, and I'll see you guys in my next video, which hopefully will be super soon.